Hey guys, how are we doing? Hope we're all doing well. Today I'm going to be showing you a control deck that utilizes Monkey Dory and Ogrepon, as well as Mimikyu and a Badoo. We basically spend our game trying to get all of our pieces set up for Pokemon via Precious Trolley, and we just want to start making sure we're blocking abilities from dealing damage to us, passing damage over, item locking, and just trying to make it as hard as we can for our opponent to hit us or do anything with their board. Just more so with the Badoo, it is very much based around swapping damage over, controlling where damage is put, blocking damage, but yeah, the Badoo is there for some board control as well through item locking. We play some things here like Turbo Energize to help get our basic energy cards into play, because we do run a few here. More notably, there is a high count of Darkness Energy in this deck to pair with our Monkey. But yeah, so this is the overall deck list here. I will give a list in the description if you guys do want to go check out the deck and just show some support to the original creator as usual. But yeah, no, we're gonna go in, give it a few games, see how it rolls. Hopefully we can have a bit more luck than we did last time with the apples. That was probably the worst performance I've had in the game so far. But yeah, let's hope we can have some redeeming factors here with this deck, and yeah, let's see how we go on the ladder. So yeah, we'll head into our first game now, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Definitely leave a comment if there's things that you saw that maybe I could have done differently, or decks that you are interested on me having a look at. I'll definitely read every single comment that is left, as I usually do. But yeah, let's head into our first game and let's see how this deck performs. Okay, going into our first game here, our opponent is going to declare the coin flip, and we'll see what they get here. Just making some room around my desk. Just had dinner before, but they seem to be going for heads on their flip. We'll see how this goes. This deck, because it is all basics, we actually don't mind going second, but they did win the coin flip, so we'll see who goes first. They're gonna go first. Alright, cool. So maybe what we can do here, if we can pull the right cards, is try and go for a Badoo play. Speaking of which, is the only Pokemon that we do start off with. That's kind of funny. So we'll put that into our active, and we'll see what we got. We do have Charmander, so we are versing Charizard, which Cornerstone Ogrepon is going to like a lot, just for the pure fact that every single Charizard in a deck like this does have the ability. There is the one from, I think it's 151 that doesn't, but no one plays that Charizard. They are going to play a Buddy Puffin, presumably going to go search for their Pidgeys, or maybe even a Duskull, depends on the list here. We'll see what they grab. And I think for my turn, I think I'm going to play a Puffin as well. I'm just going to go for an Itchy Pollen at the end of my turn. They're going to grab two Charmanders. Okay. We could even play the Arven here as well. They're going to attach. Probably trying to take out the Badoo as soon as possible, which is a pretty good decision here. Funnily enough, if we wanted to end the game right here, we could play Penny. But anyways, we're going to play the Puffin, and we're going to grab, I think we're just going to grab one Mimikyu, because we do want to get as many monkeys onto the board as we can, presumably as well getting things like our Cornerstone Ogrepon in. We're going to play Arven for our supporter, and actually going to go for the Precious Trolley here. Let's see what else we've got. We've got our Ogrepons and all of our monkeys, so that should work out pretty nicely. And I think we will just go for our tool card. Maybe we'll make it a bit more annoying for them to take the knockout onto Badoo here, make them take 2 turns to knock it out, assuming they hit for 60 twice with Charmander. So we'll attach this here, and we'll play our Precious Trolley. We're going to grab I think 2 of each is a good choice here. That way we've got a backup cornerstone in case, but I'm actually... Is 3 monkeys too much? I'm not 100% sure. No, we'll go for 2 and 2. And then that should resolve. We're going to play the town store, just so we can go through, search our deck. And we could even play Turbo Energize here instead. It would cost the 1. You know what, I think we're just going to attach here. And just going to play Itchy Pollen, just item lock them, that way they can't play any candies on their next turn, and they will have to take the extra turn for the knockout onto Badoo. We're going to draw their card for turn, and if they do somehow get a knockout this turn, I think we'll reflect with a Turbo Energize, just so we can get the Monkey Dories active and ready to go for the Adrenabrain, so any damage that is dealt is not going to be the absolute worst, for especially for a Charmander that could deal us not too much damage right now. So we are still waiting for him to make a move. We get the Badoo off screen, and let's see what they play. They may not have too much here because I have item locked them, so they may have to just go for Heat Tackle. But we'll see what they do. They will just pass, actually. So we're going to draw a card for turn. It is going to be a Crispin. It's not too bad. I think we will utilize the Crispin. Going to go grab ourselves 2... oh, sorry. Yeah, it is 2 different types. What have we got here? Definitely a Fighting and a Dark, I think. We're going to put the Fighting in our hand. We're going to attach the Dark to the Monkey Dory here. Then we're going to attach to Cornerstone Ogrepon, just so we can start trying to get our swings out as soon as possible. Then we're going to play our Itchy Pollen, deal another 10 damage. It is tiny, but the item lock is especially important here. So they're going to draw that card. We'll see if they actually do have anything to play this turn. Which I'm not 100% sure they will. Seems like we have caught them at a bit of a stuck moment. Got them in a bit of glue. They could very well have things like Nest Balls and probably more Puffins in hand. I'm just not sure why they aren't hitting with Heat Tackle. I guess it does do 10 damage, but it looks like they are most likely AFK as well. We'll see on the next turn. I think it's 3 turns of inactivity is a loss for them. We're going to attach the Luxurious Cape to this Monkey Dory. That way we can just start loading damage onto it. And then I think I feel good enough just hitting another 10. We'll just see if they are AFK as well. But this is, even though this side of the board is not doing too much, this is a really good setup here. So if you're going to play this deck, I think this is pretty optimal, especially for something like Charizard, having your damage reflectors, your ability locks for damage, and just in case you lose a Cornerstone Ogrepon, you can't risk another 2 Prizer being gone. Mimikyu is always great too. So I think they actually are just AFK. Maybe they've seen the Badoo play, seen the bench, and have just tabbed out or closing the game. Either one. I don't think the client handles forced game closures the same way that other games would. But yeah, they were inactive, so we will technically win this first one. I think I will include this game into the video, just for the pure fact that we did have that bench set up. Sort of shows the strategy on where we want to put our things, what cards we want to search for. But yeah, a win is a win, despite it being pretty free But anyways, we will go into our second game here. Maybe we can find someone who's a bit more responsive. Okay, going into our second game here. Our opponent is choosing the coin flip. They are going to opt to go for heads. And they will flip tails. So we're actually going to make them go first here. Maybe we can get a bit of a mirror on what we did last. We will grab the Mimikyu as our starting. Good thing we went second because of that Iono. We might have to reshuffle through and maybe prep Ghost Eye. They are going to open up with a Riolu and a Monkey Dory. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. The only Lucario that I can sort of think of here is the Absolute Resolve Lucario, so maybe we'll see a Koraidon. They will bench a Pheasantipity. Might be what they're going for as well because of the Monkey Dory, because the Lucario does put damage on itself, I'm pretty sure, or it relies on damage counters. It's one of those two. Going to attach to the Monkey. Play an Ultra Ball. Gonna get rid of a Switch and a Darkness Energy. Okay, and we will go into our turn. I think there's a lot to do here. I think we're just gonna go for a Pokegear, see if we can't pull something else other than the Iono. We are going to grab the Arven. And now we just sort of got to juggle between these two. For absolute certainty here, for the same hand, or we can get something fresh. We do give our opponents more cards if we do, so I think we're going to opt for the Arven instead. Go for the Poffin, try and search out our Badoo and get that started, and maybe we'll just Bravery Charm again. I think that's the... wait a minute. Go for Precious Trolley instead. We're going to play the Trolley. We've got the Badoo, Ogrepon. We've got a Mimikyu in already, so I think we'll just do what we did last game. Sort of the same bench setup actually. And then we're going to attach the Bravery Charm here, attach the Psychic here, retreat, and we're just going to go in and we're just going to start our item lock. I think we will play the Town Store. We'll go and search for the Luxurious Cape and attach it to the Monkey Dory, either one. And then we'll just go for Itchy Pollen for 10 and we'll just item lock them. I think they may be a little bit stuck here, having 3 cards in hand. The only way they could sort of get out of here is, oh, my friend's in Paldea, okay. But how many items do they have in their hand? That's the question. I'm going to play that Town Store. What are they going to grab? A Rescue Board, okay. Rescue Board's going to go on the Riolu. They're going to attach a Psychic Energy and pass. Okay, so they're getting a Mind Bend ready to go, which is a bit perplexing, but honestly I think this turn, instead of going for the Monkey Dory play, I'm going to attach to the Cornerstone Ogrepon here, and we will give them 2 more cards, but I will be item locking them, so we're just going to go for our Iono. What do we pull here? Crispin, that's good, we'll use that next turn. We did give them more cards, but we will just apply the next 10. We might lose Badoo here for the pure fact that they will confuse us with Monkey Dory if they decide to bring it out. Could very much flip tails, so it might be worth it to prep the Ogrepon. Maybe if we can pull our Counter Catcher out, we can maybe try and focus on getting rid of the Fez as well. Because if this is a deck that does have abilities a lot, like the Lucario. We will be looking at a lot of ability Pokemon, so we could potentially just make the board one-sided for us and just dish out a bunch of damage. Getting rid of the Monkey Dory would very much be beneficial. But it looks like they will have 2 activated now, so they can now pass over 60. But they only do have 20. They're gonna go for a TM evolution. We may not face a Mind Bend this turn. They very much could just play TM evolution and evolve the Riolu. This is a bit of a weird deck too. I'm still not 100% sure which Lucario they're running. So they're gonna promote the Monkey Dory. Gonna play their Adrenabrain. And they're gonna put the 20 damage onto Ogrepon. Okay. Go for the TM. And we'll be able to see what Lucario they are playing. It was Lucario EX, okay. Might be worth it charging up Mimikyu over this. So, because it does not have an ability, where is it attack? Okay, it's 100, then 200 on the next turn. Okay. And then it resets. But it doesn't deal damage to itself, so the Monkey Dories are purely there just to dish damage across. I'm going to attach a Psychic to the Mimikyu. I'm going to play a Crispin. We're going to grab ourselves a Fighting and a Dark. We're going to put the Fighting into our hand and attach the Dark to this Monkey Dory, which then we will use to pass over the 20 and just put it on the active Monkey Dory. It's not like it's gonna be staying anywhere. I could have sworn these just switch places. I'm pretty sure the Ogrepon and the Monkey just switch places. I'm gonna play a Pokegear. We could dish out the... Do we have another one? Yeah, we do. We'll pick up the boss. No, we'll just play our second one. Lun's Aid, Morty's Penny. They don't have many bench Pokemon at the moment, so I think I'm going to go for a recovery option here just in case. And I'm just going to Itchy Pollen, item lock him again. We will probably face a Mind Bend this turn, but it's fine. It's alright. It's fine. So depending on how they play this next turn, that could be a bit annoying. Cornerstone against Cornerstone. We do have the Mimikyu to counter that though, and we can clear it in 3 turns. They are going to go for a retreat. Bring up the Lucario. I think we'll just bring up Mimikyu. And we'll bench the other Mimikyu in our hand just in case we need to bring up a second one. They're going to move their damage around. Putting it onto Cornerstone Ogrepon. It's not too bad. We are just going to pass it back. I'm going to play an Iono. So we did lose that Mimikyu, but we gain it back. Okay. Never mind. Not much has changed. They're going to put the 100 onto Badoo. Expected. It is what it is. We sort of had it serviced for as long as we could get it. But we will promote the Mimikyu and maybe we'll just start putting our damage on. So I'm going to attach the Bravery Charm here to bring it to 120. Attach a Dark Energy. We're going to back up our Mimikyu and then play think it's worth it to play Morty's Conviction. We'll draw 4 cards. Perfect. And we will pass the damage over with Ogrepon onto... yeah. We're just going to put it onto Lucario, steal some extra damage, and then bang, Ghost Eye. 100. The funny thing here is they could very much pass it back, but all we have to do is just pass it back over and just hit for a good number. They're going to play a boss, bring up the Cornerstone Ogrepon. They will hit for 200 here. Possibly a knockout on Cornerstone Ogrepon, which is fine. Yeah. Which they could have moved the damage over again. I'm not 100% sure why they didn't, but we'll take it. So I think taking out a Monkey Dory is very much the play, or could be the play here. Go for a Pokegear. I think it's worth grabbing Arven. We do have the counter catcher in hand, so we don't have to worry about any Ghast effects. Gonna grab the Stretcher, probably the Bravery Charm. We'll attach the Bravery Charm to our Cornerstone Ogrepon here, and then we'll attach the... where do we want to put this one? Gonna Night Stretcher, not the Cornerstone Ogrepon, but I think we're just gonna grab the Fighting Energy. Or can we just put it back here? We'll put down a third Monkey Dory. Sort of does put us ahead for damage passover. And we're just going to go for Ghost Eye, put 70 onto it. And the only way that they can put damage onto us at the moment is through Monkey Dory, but we can pass it straight back. Plus a little bit more if damage is signed a little bit elsewhere. They're going to retreat, and they're going to go for a Mind Bend. I do forget if we can retreat on a confused status or not. I'm pretty sure it's only paralyzation I'm not able to, or maybe it's a coin flip. I'll play their Ogrepon. Probably going for the knockout and the Mimikyu here. Yeah, pretty coordinated with their attacks, actually. Guess that is the curse of running low HP Pokemon. Do have things like this happen. It would be nice if we could pull a Crispin. I think a Crispin here would be very beneficial for us, because this does put us into lethal here. I think the deck runs 2 Crispins. We've played 1 already, so the likelihood of us pulling another one is very, very slim. Okay, we're going to pull a Cape. We'll put the Cape here. And as it stands now, I cannot be hit by Monkey Dory. By Lucario, yes, but that's not an issue. They've got 11 cards in hand, and Iona right now would be amazing. We're not going to be able to attack, so I think it's a pretty good decision to just attach here. Counter catch her up for a stall option. So we're going to go for the Feds here, so that way they just have to expel another energy if it means they want to play their Monkey Dory again, or even their Lucario. I'm going to go for a Town Store, the Turbo Energize, and we could very well just play that. Oh wait, the Bravery Charm is there. Never mind. We are 2 full on tools. Plus And that way, if the Lucario does hit us, we do have, what is it? Oh, we could have had 2. That's okay. There is 5 Dark Energy in the deck, so we definitely could pull another one. There is only 1 in the discard pile. Not too sure how many are in the prize cards. We're gonna play Lady. Search that deck for, I think it's 4 different energy cards. Yeah, just 4. We got a huge hand size too. We'll play their Adrenabrain. Where are they going to move it? That's the question. We'll put it onto the Cornerstone Ogrepon here. I don't think they've done a manual attachment this turn either, but even if they did, they would have to do it through Lucario. So to charge that up, and then they would have to worry about getting Fez out of the active spot. They're gonna pass. Pull up a Nest Ball. We'll play the Nest Ball. We're just gonna go through the deck. I'm not too worried about grabbing a card. There is a Darkness Energy there. That's good. Nope. Just gonna fail it. Going to attach the Psychic Energy here, so we've got access to Demolish. Gonna pass over some damage. From this one. And then we're just gonna go for Demolish, just a solid 140. Might have been very beneficial if we just prioritize the Monkey Dories here, because they got a very big hand size very quickly. They're going to play Crispin. What are they going to grab off their Crispin? Definitely a Fighting. They'll try. I think that they are getting the Fez out of the active spot this turn. And I think we lose here. I think we lose here. Surprisingly enough. I think I misplayed a few times here. Maybe I should have focused on the Monkey Dories over anything else. But they are going to play their Adrenabrains, and they're going to move over all of their damage. And then Lucario, I think, is hitting for the 200. I don't remember. I'm not sure if it resets, if it goes back to the bench. They're going to move the 110 there. Then move it to 140. Ooh. Taking out these Monkey Dories, I should have put more. I rather could have responded with my Monkey Dories by putting more emphasis on getting their Darkness Energies out. We will survive the turn though somehow. I have no idea how we did that. We'll pull a Power Pad. It's not going to be quite enough to save us, unfortunately. Like, we can just shuffle these back in, but ultimately, I think as it stands, we are in a pretty bad position. I think I'm going to go for a Retreat, and we're going to bring up the Mimikyu, and then go for Adrenabrain. Where do I want to move this? I think it doesn't matter where I move it. Either way, they've got their Monkey Dories online to the point where they can just chuck 110 damage, or it's lethal anyways, but they chuck lethal damage onto Cornerstone Ogrepon no matter what. Which, that feels a bit bad, but it is what it is. I did not expect this deck to be as good as it is. I mean, it's just very much the Monkey Dories that are carrying it all the way through. If it was just a Lucario, I think I would have handled the Lucario pretty easily. But this triple Monkey Dory setup is absolutely crazy. We're going for a Retreat into Monkey. And yeah, I think they're just going to finish the game off. onto Ogrepon. That makes the most sense to me. See where they put it. Okay, they're gonna put it onto the Mimikyu. Maybe, I mean, do they still have it? Surely, right? They're just putting 90 damage onto Mimikyu. Because it's not going to be enough. Okay, they're going to go for a Mind Bend. And confuse us. Straight away, I think we go for a Morty here. Draw R5. Okay, we can start moving a bit more damage off. Don't think it rivals the Monkey Dory's combat damage ability, but I'm definitely feeling the pressure here. Okay, how do we play our next turn? Town store. What have we got in the deck? Penny would be amazing to pick up right now. I cannot lie. If we had a Penny, maybe we could have survived, but as it currently stands, they at least have lethal on the Mimikyu as well. So they're definitely just dragging out the game. Giving us another turn was hopeful, but it also just stands to the point where no matter where we put damage to, the fact that Monkey Dory has the ability to pass the damage back while we've got more damage on our board is to our detriment for sure. And they're just going to elongate their turn. Which plays like this do frustrate me sometimes, because I know for myself, I like to just have the game end quickly and efficiently. Things like this are just annoying because it just drags out the game. But then again, everyone can have their glory. It's just a little bit of a nitpick on my end. But yeah, so we got slammed by a Lucario Monkey Dory deck. I thought I would have been alright with the Cornerstone Ogrepon and the Mimikyu, but their Monkey Dories just carried them all the way through that very clearly. Dumping a bunch of damage with Lucario and then just retreating it and letting the monkeys do the thing for the rest of the game. That was pretty smart, actually. But yeah, bit of unluck, but that's okay. We're on a 1-1 streak at the moment if you want to count the first game. We're heading to our third game. We'll see what we can do. And yeah, let's go. Okay, going into our third game here. They're going to be declaring the coin flip. See what they go for. If it's anything like how it has been for our last two games, probably heads. We'll see if we can try and sneak in a third, second. Yeah, that'd be nice for another Precious Trolley play. And we'll flip tails. And we are not going to go first, like usual. Seems like they are playing Eevees. If they're playing the Flareon, that's going to be a bit hard to get around, because Cornerstone Ogrepon doesn't prevent that. We can pull the Mimikyu out. Plus we got Arven. I think we started with an Arven, or gotten like a turn away from an Arven every single game that we've played, which is amazing. But wow, it feels like I'm playing the deck on Eevee mode, easy mode. God, I saw the card flip. They are playing the EXs. Does have the ability, so we can't be hurt by it yet. We'll put a Rigid Band and a Fire Energy on it. There's absolutely no way they go for, what's that attack called? Crow Skating Courts? What a mouthful. I'm gonna go for a nest ball. See what we've got. The Badoo is a really nice addition here. We're gonna go for monkey. Play our oven. Oh, and we've prized it. We have prized Precious Trolley. That is... That's gonna make this game just a little bit harder to do stuff with. I think the good decision to make here is our nest ball bravery charm. We go for the ball. We're gonna pull up our second monkey dory. Attach the turbo energize and the bravery charm. Go for the psychic because we want to keep the too dark, and go for the turbo energized. Grab the two dark energies and attach them here. That way we've got two Adrenal Brains in play, which is good, I think. And then we can Crispin for our cornerstone Ogrepon. I think this works. We hit for weakness as well. I think that works. As long as Eevee's the only Pokemon in the active, I think we win this like straight away. But it goes to the Flareon. Oh. So we can be hit now, but it's not too bad. It is burning charge. We can move a lot of that damage off. It is 60. Takes it to 210. We'll leave it on 70 for the knockout. Don't think I'm gonna, but we're definitely going for a Crispin play here. I'm gonna go for these two. Just makes sense. Put this one into our hand because I want to make sure that this does get attached. I'm just gonna go and play Demolish. We will get the second turn to knock it out, so as long as they don't bench anything else. We're pretty flying colours at the moment, because it's not like we've got exactly all our setup pieces either at the moment. Oh, let's see. So they're going to hit for that 130, and yeah, we've won. We have definitely won here. Carnelian, such a shame you won't be able to use it. Bravery charm. Let's just add more salt to the wound, I guess. We're gonna go for, because we have to do this Adrenal Brain, I think, to get knockout here, unless I'm just overcompensating and being exactly the type of person I was complaining about before. Yeah, we are definitely overcompensating here. My bad, guys. My bad. Demolish. Such a shame, such a shame. Little Eevee gone. Little Eevee gone. And bang, we win. So that is... These games have been weird today, I think, compared to our Diplin deck that we played last video, where we went 3 for 3 with losses because we just had terrible matchups, and I'm pretty sure I misplayed a whole bunch through that, looking at the footage again. But you know, it is what it is. We did get some wins here, which is something I'm pretty happy about, even if they were a little bit free. A win is a win in my books, to be honest. But yeah, so this has been a controller. What am I talking about? Sorry guys, it's really late. This has been Control Overload, as I have named the deck. So it's pretty good, actually. I like it. I like it. I think it's got a good energy count. I think it's got a good support count. The town storage is pretty helpful. The fact that we're pulling Arvins every turn when we started, absolutely amazing. Will not complain. But I think the one place with this deck does struggle is the variety of Pokemon. Obviously, it is a control deck, so you want to have only control Pokemon, but the lack of support Pokemon, I think, does make this deck just drop down a little bit. It is a bit confusing on trying to figure out what to put in, because cards like Barrel could be an absolute first to go for, but it does rotate soon. So we've got things like that. Refinement Curlier, I'm pretty sure could also work, but then again, exact same as Barrel, it is rotating soon. So maybe you guys, when you test this deck out, could figure out a nice little engine to see more cards in the deck, because sometimes we do get a little bit stuck unless we are pulling our Iono's Researchers or our one Morty's Conviction. One thing maybe to include, it's not really needed at all, but in my personal opinion, not Penny, Crispin, maybe running one more Crispin could be worth it, but I'm not 100% sure. There is a very fine line between 2 and 3 copies, where your 2 copies could be perfect, but your 3 copies is just terrible. But yeah, no, let me know how you guys like the deck. Personally, I liked it, even though we did take a little bit of a beating here and there, we did manage to win. But yeah, no, so this has been Cornerstone Ogrepon with Monkey Dory. If you guys liked it, I would very much appreciate a like on the video. It helps boost it up so it sees more people, and it gets spread around a lot more, helps grow the channel. And speaking of growing the channel, if you could subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. I'm still very new at this, still trying to figure out where I'm sitting on audiences, where I'm sitting for myself and things like that. Still trying to get used to talking into a microphone and a screen when there's people not replying. As it turns out, it is very hard to continue yapping on and on and on and on. So very much appreciate everyone's patience for the videos. Yeah, like I said, still very new at it, but yeah, if you enjoyed it, would very much appreciate the continued support. And yeah, that's enough of me absolutely rambling. I'll leave you guys to it. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.